Consider the derived quantities and the derived units. For that, first of all, let us define the derived quantities. The quantities which depends on some or all 7 fundamental quantities and can be expressed in terms of these quantities are called derived quantities. See, derived quantities depends on some means 1, 2, 3, etc. or all fundamental quantities to express it, and therefore they are called derived quantities. Examples are speed, momentum, like that. You can have force also. These are derived quantities. The units of derived quantities which can be expressed in terms of fundamental units are called derived units. Here, let us have an example of a derived quantity, say velocity. Velocity and speed, they are similar. They have the same dimensions as we have already considered. Here, let us have the symbol of velocity V, which is displacement divided by time, or speed can be defined as distance upon time. The unit for displacement or distance is meter, and the unit for time is second in SI system. So the unit for velocity or speed will be meter per second. That can be written as meter into second raised to -1. Now let us consider the second derived quantity, say momentum. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Momentum is represented by letter P. In 11th standard, you are only considering the linear momentum, which is expressed in P. And in 12th standard, you are considering angular momentum also, which is written by letter L. Here, mass is expressed by a letter M, velocity by V. So, when you write the SI units, for mass it is kilogram and for velocity meter per second. So, when you want to write the unit for momentum P, it can be written like this: kg into meter per second, or it can be written as kg into meter into second raised to -1. Like that, we can obtain the unit of any derived quantity using the formula or definition, or definition can be used to write the units of different derived quantities. Now, let us consider the conventions for the use of SI units. Because when you are using the SI units, there are certain rules which must be followed. The rule number 1, units of every physical quantity should be represented by its symbol. That means if you consider the quantity, for example mass, its symbol M should be represented. Second one, full name of the unit always starts with small initial letter. Initial letter of the full unit should be written in terms of small letter. For example, when you are writing meter, M should be small. Even if the name is after a person or scientist, symbol of the unit named after a person should be written in capital letter. Here, for example, if you want to write the 1 Newton, we are writing N as a small letter. Here, if you want to write the symbol of the unit of the force, N should be written after the scientist Newton. Because the Newton is the name of scientist, so symbol should be written, symbol of the unit named after a person should be in capital letter. Initial the letter should be capital. While writing the full name, you are writing a initial letter small one. The third one, the symbols of the units are not written in plural form. We are writing just in a singular form, like 20 Newton, and we are not writing 20 Newtons. Or if the energy is there, say 50 joule, we are writing 50 joule and we are not writing 50 joules. Here, the fourth one, full stop is not written after the symbol of the unit at the end of recommended letter. Example, 20 kilogram we are writing like this and not 20 kilogram dot means full stop. This full stop should be avoided at the end of the recommended letter. Fifth one, the units of physical quantity in numerator and denominator should be written as one ratio like this. Example given, meter per second, which is the SI unit of acceleration, and it should not be written like this, meter per second per second. This is the wrong method of writing. Number 6, use of combination of the units and symbols for the units are avoided. We are avoiding the combinations when the physical quantity is expressed by the combination of two. For example, we are writing the unit like this, joule per kg per Kelvin. This is the unit of temperature. J is capital letter here. Joule is a unit of energy, and it should not be written like this, joule small letter J, and this is another letter, and kg per Kelvin. This is a wrong method of writing. Here the seventh rule, while using the SI system, a prefix symbol is used before the symbol of the unit. Prefix means the symbol which is coming before the unit. Prefix symbol and the unit symbol constitutes a new symbol for the unit which can be raised to a positive or a negative power of 10. For example, 1 millisecond, ms means millisecond, m stands for milli, s stands for second, can be written as 10 raised to minus 3 second. Second one, 1 microsecond. 1 microsecond is written like this, mu s. Mu is a Greek alphabet, 10 raised to minus 6 second. Or 1 ns. Ns means nanosecond, which is 10 raised to minus 9 second. Then use of double prefixes is avoided when a single prefix is available. Double prefix we are not using. For example, 10 raised to minus 6 second can be written as 1 microsecond, and we should not write it like this, 1 microsecond. Or 10 raised to minus 9 second can be written as 1 nanosecond, and it should not be written as 1 milli microsecond. That is avoided. Then the last one, 8th convention for the use of SI system, space or hyphen must be introduced while writing the multiplication of the two units. Example, meter per second is written as meter space second raised to minus 1 or meter dash second raised to minus 1. And it should not be written like this, meter second raised to minus 1. There is no space here. It should be, if you are writing meter per second like this, it will read as millisecond. So that will be a confusion here, and therefore we are using these rules or the sign conventions for the use of SI units.